Improving your strength is accomplished in two ways: hypertrophy training, or exercises that break muscle fibers down with the body repairing them to make them bigger, and finally, neural adaptations, which are the signals from your brain to your motor pathways that make use of neural output from the central nervous system to activate muscle fibers. Now, training your CNS, or your central nervous system, allows you to improve your neural drive, which allows you to make use of more of your muscle fibers. This is why lifter YouTubers like UF Powerlifter can bench press 405 pounds while only weighing 154 pounds. A person with such numbers can only do this because of their central nervous system being very efficient at making use of the muscle fibers that are involved with this activity. Between September 2021 and November of 2022, I went from bench pressing 175 pounds to 315 pounds. I've also made significant improvements in my powerlifting bench press form with commands. So, most people are probably familiar with the typical push-pull leg split, as well as the 5x5 system, 5 sets of 5 repetitions of a workout, specifically compound lifts like benching. So, I'll be giving a sort of mini tutorial on how I made this improvement from mostly a workout and dietary aspect. First, I used a 5x5 system for a while, 5 sets of 5 repetitions at between 80 to 85% of my max. And I would do this twice a week. Mondays and Tuesdays, I work my chest, and on those days, I did my 5x5 bench press workouts. Now, this is what I did from September of 2021 to May of 2022. And this is when I met some old guy at an LA Fitness while working out with my friends.
Bro's getting tipped up.
One minute, 37 seconds later.
Nah, keep going, come on. Sid, keep pushing. There you go, Sid.
And he noticed that I failed my attempt at trying to perform a 1 repetition maximum of 275 pounds. He gave me some pointers that led me towards the direction of adopting a CNS training program, or central nervous system training program. June 2022, I adopted a new workout of doing 3x3, 3 sets of 3 repetitions at 90% of my max. But I also tried some new things. These new things are paused reps, explosive reps, fast reps, forced reps, drop sets, and static holds. Now, before you do any of these things, you need to warm up your chest, arms, back, and maybe sometimes even legs, because you're going to be using your legs to get some sort of drive sometimes. So let's get to the workout itself. Pause repetitions. So first, pause repetitions. With pause repetitions, you want to focus on moving slowly, having the barbell pause at your chest, then bringing it up slowly, only to bring it back down slowly again. I do this for 5 sets of 5 repetitions at around 75% of my max. So remember, move slowly and steadily and focus on your form. Explosive reps. So next are the explosive reps, or explosive sets. The goal here is to see how explosive you can be with your repetitions. So I usually go to a squat rack or a bench press that has an adjustable guard railing and bring it down to just under my chest. The goal here is to set the bar on the guard railing and push it as fast as you can upward. Then bring it down slowly to the guard railing and push it as hard and as fast as you can upward once again. Now, please be mindful of your body when doing this, because you have to move within reason. For the first couple of times, you probably want to go fast, but not too fast. Up next is fast reps. Here, the goal is to see how fast you can move while keeping control as best as you can. So you may have to get good form and probably have a spotter just in case you mess up and hit something like the bench press rack like I did here in this video. But the goal is simple: 3 sets of 10 to 20 reps. I do around 35 to 45% of my max, but you can do less. So anything that you can definitely bench for 20 reps, I would go for. Number 4, forced repetitions. You will need a spotter for this one. Here, you will be lifting at nearly 90% of your maximum. You will have a spotter that will help you push the weight off your chest by having them add progressive support to the bar, depending on how much you actually need to get the bar up. And I would do this for 2 sets, maybe 1 to 3 reps. Next, it's the drop down sets. Here, you will definitely need a spotter. The goal is to bench press until failure, starting at 85% of your max. Each time you fail, weight is removed from the bar and you will bench until failure recursively until you can no longer bench the barbell itself. Now, this will give you a crazy pump too, but it's also very exhausting on your body, and you should probably do this about like once a month. At least for me, that's what I do, once a month. And finally, static holds. You really need a spotter for this, and I have to emphasize this, because if you don't have a spotter or some sort of guard railing, you might actually just like hurt yourself, because you'll be holding your max or significantly exceeding it. The goal is to hold this weight for as long as you can while laying on the bench itself. Doing this workout is very taxing on your central nervous system, but it braces your system for dealing with the weight by essentially shocking the body to actually hold that weight up. So like I mentioned before, these are very taxing on your body, and you'll need to give your body sufficient time to rest. To reach your best, the keys are diet and rest. And I think I probably made this up, that phrase up, so quote me in the future. But guys, if you're not eating well, or if you're really not eating at all, you're not going to make any progress whatsoever. Based on your current body weight, you must determine an adequate protein intake for muscle growth, and this probably goes without saying. For me, I did bulk up my body weight from 185 pounds in September of 2021 to 225 pounds in April of 2022. But this involved me eating around 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day, and it also, kind of put some weight on my face. Even though I'm kind of slimming down now, I still have that weight in my face. Now, I'm not saying you need to do that much, but I do think this helped both in terms of muscle growth and recovery, just having a sufficient nutrient supply. I've also been taking creatine monohydrate in a capsule form for a while now at 4,500 milligrams a day. However, CNS training or central nervous system training requires you to get a lot of rest and eat a sufficient amount of protein and nutrients. But really, again, this is with every workout plan. Sleep, rest, and recovery days. And also just deloading on your workout weight once in a while are all things that will contribute to you lifting more and staying healthy. And I know, like you've probably already heard this, but again, it's just that important to repeat over and over again.